My name is Evie, and I'm so happy that you've decided to join me today. Today I thought I'd do something a little different in that I have never filmed a soft spoken video, so I thought I'd do that today. I will be responding to the accent tag that I've seen going around the ASMR community. The ASMR community. You may be wondering what this little gadget is here, and I use it to add volume to my hair buns whenever I wear a bun. And today I'm going to be using it as a pop filter, not because I don't own a real one, because I do, but because I really like the scratchy sound. So I'll be scratching on this guy, and I'll be responding to the accent tag and a little bit more of a casual video. So, the first question is, what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? And the answer to that is teepee. Teepee. It's called teepee. I have never heard this referred to as anything besides teepeeing. So if you call it something else, or if you've heard it called something else, please enlighten me, enlighten me, enlighten me, because I have never heard it referred to as anything but teepeeing. Right. So, question number 2 is, what is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a bug? Or a ball, excuse me. And that is called a roly-poly. A roly-poly. A roly-poly. Fun story about roly-polies. I had an AP biology lab that I had to complete over the summer in high school, and it involved roly-polies, and I was a procrastinator then, as I am now, and I think the day before the lab was due, I set out in my garden in my family's yard to find some, and lo and behold, they were nowhere to be found. The darn things. So we went to a couple different locations, including a community garden and a school campus. That was my high school campus. And I ended up finding the roly-polies there, completing the lab that same day. So, crisis averted. But it also goes to show that maybe I shouldn't procrastinate. So, question number 3 is, what is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Let's try squishing this. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? And I call this soda. 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 I've heard it referred to as pop in like the Midwestern states in the United States. I've also heard it referred to as a combination of those things. Soda pop. But I think soda is the most common in the US. Do you refer to it as something else? My family is from a very small country in Central America, and we call it gaseosa. 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 Which is not a very common way of referring to it. In Spanish, I think just this country refers to it, but I could be wrong. So if you know what country refers to soda as gaseosa, then you know where part of my family comes from. Leave a comment down below with your guess. So, question number 4 is, what do you call gym shoes? What do you call gym shoes? And I always grew up referring to them as tennis shoes, which is funny because I've never once played tennis in them, but that's just what my family called them. I know that in other parts of the States they call them sneakers. And I know in the UK they call them trainers. So let me know what you call them. I'm curious. Question number 5 is, what do you say to address a group of people? What do you say to address a group of people? And here's where I've actually adopted some terminology from somewhere that is not my own. And I am a big believer in the term y'all. Love the term y'all. And so that's what I say, that's what I use. Even though I've grown up in California my whole life. I've always lived here. But it's so much more efficient than you all, or I used to say you guys, but you guys isn't very gender inclusive. So I tend to say y'all. It's a great word. The South really nailed it with that word. Quite love it. Question number 6. We're running out of space here. Is what do you call the spider-like creature? The spider-like creature that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs. And I think a spider-like creature is a bit of a misleading thing, because they're just spiders, aren't they? Not a spider-like creature. But I call them daddy long legs. Daddy long legs. Daddy long legs. This is another one where I've never heard them referred to as anything but a daddy long legs. So if you call them something else, this is one where I would appreciate you educating me and letting me know. What do you call a daddy long legs? Question number 7 is, what do you call your grandparents? So one set of grandparents was Spanish speaking, and the other set were English speaking. And so for the English speaking set, I called them Grandma and Grandpa. Grandma, 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 and Grandpa. Rest in peace to both of them. And for the Spanish speaking side, I referred to them as Mommy and their first name, and my grandpa was Papi and his first name. And Mommy and Papi is the same as Mom and Dad, but we used it to refer to our grandparents. My mommy was just Mommy. Our next question, question number 8, is, what do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? At the supermarket. And I call that a shopping cart. A shopping cart. A shopping cart. What else would you call it? Wait, so when you're shopping online, you typically add things to your cart, like a shopping cart. So if you don't refer to it as a cart in your country, when you shop online, does it say something different? Let me know. I'm curious. Our next question is, what do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? So again, I live in California, where it doesn't really rain all that much. I don't think we have a term for this. If we do, I've never really heard it or learned it. Because typically around here, if it's raining, the sun is not shining. So if we do have a word for it, I don't think I've had the opportunity maybe I'll adopt your term for it. Alrighty, our final question. Question 10 is, what is the thing you change the TV channel with? And that, my friends, is a clicker. I've grown up in California forever, but my father is an East Coaster. He is from New York. And I guess maybe they call it a clicker there, because everyone I know calls it a remote control. So I call it a remote sometimes. A remote control. But I grew up calling it a clicker because it's a clicker. Did my lighting get super weird? Yeah, it did. Weird. Sorry, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Let me know if you like this soft-spoken voice, or if you'd prefer me to stick to the whispers. Stick to the whispers. I've always preferred whispers, with some notable exceptions. Emma from Whispers Red ASMR and Maria from Gentle Whispering. Both of them have whispers in their ASMR names, but their channel names. But they have some of the best soft-spoken voices in the ASMR community, in my opinion. So I'm very happy to listen to them. Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest